MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers. The Royals will try to wrap up the 3-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Kyle Gibson gets the starting assignment for Texas in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he's struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
At the plate, Ryan Braun, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1.
That's inside.
Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
The 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Batting second, the shortstop, Robin Young.
Throw over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and he'll get back in safely. At the plate, Robin Young. Strike taken, the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Well, I think he's making it pretty obvious why he's batting leadoff, isn't he? Works his way on base to start the game, and then does even better by swiping second to put himself into scoring position. He's trying to make an impact from the get-go in this one.
Into right field, that's a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Hey, they're seeing this pitcher well right now. They were obviously paying attention in the hitters meeting. He's found a barrel to the first 2 guys to start this game. Now he's got to worry about the middle of the order.
To the plate now, Gary Carter. Count even to the kid. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Row, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You can work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And he struck him out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Mickey Mantle. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
And here's the 3-2 from him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Now batting, Tony Perez. First at bat for him as he enters play third in the American League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
A ball and 2 strikes to Perez.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. It's a run on 2 hits here for KC. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Royals 1 and the Rangers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Vida Blue, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we're taking a look at one of the top pitchers in the game. This guy has over 200 career victories, and he'd like to add another one to this list. This guy's been a really good pitcher for a long time, and right now he's showing no signs of slowing down. It'll be interesting to watch him work in this one here.
Striding into the box, Michael Young. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team is playing well right now, and they got their ace on the mound. This guy has unbelievable stuff. And I can't underestimate the fact that this is a day game. We are creatures of habit. Guys are used to playing 7 o'clock games at night and rolling out of bed around 12, 1 o'clock and heading to the yard. Instead, they're going to get stuff thrown down their throat right at that time. I hope these guys got out of bed and got a few cups of coffee in them.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
And don't forget, he lost his last time out, so he wants to get off on the right foot here. The last thing he wanted was to walk the leadoff man.
Up next for the Rangers, Elvis Andrus. Young gets his lead at first, nobody out. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting third.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Standing in now, Pudge Rodriguez.
Nope.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Nelson Cruz.
So striding in, Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
The 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Batting 6.
Stepping into the box, Danny Santana. 23 pitches already here in the first inning. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Man, it's been an absolute nightmare start to the game, and the nightmare continues as he walks in a run here in the first. The wheels are not completely off the bus, but they're definitely wobbling. We'll see if he can limit the damage going forward.
Into the box, Todd Frazier, and a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been, as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On now to the top half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Second inning set to go, and that'll give way to the third baseman, George Brett. The 1-1 home. Hit hard to short. There to play it is Young. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there.
Gary Sheffield.
Standing in, Gary Sheffield, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Royals dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep in this contest.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
The 1-2.
No, that meant.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. Once again, a 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Now in the box, Ryan Sandberg. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting 9, the center fielder, Johnny Damon.
Digging in now, Johnny Damon. Only 1 hit for him in his last 4 ball games. First and second now, 1 man out. On the ground for Young, this could be 2. Odor on to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. Royals leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. Last half of the second set to go, and that'll bring up the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. A full count for Odor. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Rougned Odor is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Guzman.
1 out, nobody on. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And it's 3-2 now to the number 9 hitter.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Full count still. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The batter, number 10.
Back to the top of the order now. And here comes the clutch hitting Michael Young. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Line drive to center field. And Young is aboard. That's a base hit. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Elvis Andrus.
So now to the plate, Elvis Andrus.
That's the ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. Here it comes now to Andrus. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
He's going.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Sheffield is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for Texas. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. The 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Robin Yount waits on deck. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Odor moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now
so one away here with the bases empty, and here comes the lifelong Brewer, Robin Yount. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Three and 1 to Robin Yount.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. 3-2.
You got a full count.
Takes this the other way to right. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Gary Carter.
So 2 away here in the Kansas City third. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at bat. One might be coming right here.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he lays off again, ball 3.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santana is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Royals go down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the third now, and set to stand in perhaps the premier backstop of the last 20 years, the veteran Pudge Rodriguez. Hit to first. Perez fields it cleanly, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So with 1 gone in the inning, time for a check of the American League Central standings as you see where the Royals sit entering play today. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Cruz. He drew a base on balls his first time up. 1 out, nobody on. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. And there's out number 2. Here's Joey Gallo now. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Gallo.
The 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Rangers set down in order. Through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in is the veteran DH, Mickey Mantle. The 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here now the 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So next to the plate for the Royals, Tony Perez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Here's another 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Gets dirty and gloves it. On to first to complete the double play.
That's good athleticism here by the pitcher getting off the mound. He gets the ball to first and then hustles his way over to the bag to help him wrap up the tough 3-6-1 double play.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the third baseman, George Brett. The 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
2-2 count. Here it comes.
Count is full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And this is popped up near second base. And Young calls for this one as he makes the play to retire the side. Nothing doing for the Royals. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. So next to the plate for Texas, Danny Santana. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Here's Todd Frazier now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Frazier.
And here's a fastball not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. Frazier in front, 3 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A high fastball is in there.
Full count.
Down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And another foul ball. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning.
Now
he
back,
looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ruben Odor.
At the plate now, Ruben Odor. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now here it comes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Gary Sheffield. Now the payoff pitch home. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
At the plate, Ryan Sandberg. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Cruz is there to put it away for out number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The center fielder, Johnny.
Now at the plate, Johnny Damon. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. A throw behind the runner at second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Royals have taken the lead. It's 2-1.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Into the box now, Ryan Braun. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cruz will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. But a run for the Royals here in the inning, and it came on this home run. Bottom of the 5th coming up, and the Royals have taken a 2-1 lead. So striding forward now, Ronald Guzman. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Michael Young. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. Yount takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. 3-2 to the Rangers' designated hitter.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right. The next 3-2. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that means Pudge Rodriguez will dig in to bat at the plate. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Drilled on the ground is short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Rangers leave 1. They're down 2-1.